Most people are in the giving spirit around the Christmas holidays, and food banks often reap the benefits of generosity at that time. But those same food banks serve the less fortunate at all times of the year.
365 days a year, between 270 and 285 hot meals are served at St. Vincent de Paul each week. The charitable organization relies on the goodwill of others for the food it prepares. Bernie Gould says St. Vincent de Paul is lucky with regular donors.
That we have never had to make an appeal for food in the last 3 or 4 years. People are incredibly generous, and they've come to the realization that starvation is 365 days a year. We're so grateful for the amount of food that carries us through from Christmas to this time of year.
The same holds true for the Salvation Army, with local organizations holding regular food drives all through the course of the year. What changes in the summer are the financial donations.
There's two parts of the food bank for every food bank that is a mandate, and the first part is to be able to provide food and whatnot for the community. However, the other side of it is, how do you keep the lights on? How do you keep the heat going? How do you keep the place clean and whatnot? And that all costs dollars.
However, both organizations see some differences in their clientele in the summer months.
Service demand goes up a little bit because kids are out of school, and it creates an interesting dynamic because one of the great things about our school system is that there's a lot of social programs to help out the kids, and when they're not in school, of course, then there's extra demand on the household to make sure that meals are being provided for.
The St. Vincent de Paul also sees kids coming through the doors in the summer, but another segment of the population is starting to turn up more and more as the price of food climbs.
But as soon as school is out and meal programs are cut back on because of the schools being closed, we see a lot more children accessing. We're seeing a lot more seniors accessing meals here mid-month to the end of the month because their check just isn't cutting it anymore, just doesn't buy them what they need.
Gould says another big difference come summer is the amount of fresh produce those with a green thumb bring through the doors. Cheryl Jan, CKPG News.